historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his man Carter. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and that'll set up 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. First and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Let's get this point. Oh, we need these 3 points.
Now Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bears first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On first down, it's Swift. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Right through the uprights. You can do it. Break that kid. You can make that in his sleep. You can make that in his sleep. Ah, it's an easy 3.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
You got that one right. Don't let him get away with that.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Right through the upright. You can do it. Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run here with Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmunds.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bears have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Wow, Greg, never a good time to turn the ball over, but in the final minute of the first half, to give up a defensive touchdown, big mistake for the offense there.
Yeah, and we see so often teams love to go try to steal points before the half. They have this aggressive mindset. They think it gives them a little bit of a momentum gain going into the halftime break. In this case, the aggressiveness backfires. Not only are they unable to score, but they cough it up and the defender takes it all the way back for 6.
Tyler Scott from his end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll tuck it and take off. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Chicago. To throw is Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he will get into the end zone. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Scott now on the return. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Scott now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On second down, it's Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
9 yards from the end zone for 2nd down and goal. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll take it on in. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Scott now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Swift. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Out Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put him away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw can be all you need to...
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally get him out of bounds. It is a big hitter to close out the 3rd quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He's got it at the 7.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to... Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Here's a designed run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Throwing again, Williams. Now, a deep shot for Allen. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's first down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Jack Sanborn.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They will run it over center with Swift. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The Bears